Man United dramatically slash Garnacho asking price in quick-fix exit maneuver. Alejandro Garnacho Man United asking price slashed. Manchester United have reportedly slashed their £70 million asking price for Alejandro Garnacho in a move to force through a quicker exit, as a switch to a Premier League rival looks increasingly likely. Hello everyone, I bring you football updates on this channel. Comment the team you support, so I can share news about it. I hope you've subscribed. Thank you for watching. The Argentine attacker fell completely out of favor with Red Devils boss Ruben Amorim towards the end of last season, with the final straw coming after he started the Europa League showpiece against Tottenham in Bilbao on the bench. Speaking after the match, Garnacho said, "Up until the final I played every round helping the team, and today I play 20 minutes, I don't know. The final will influence my decision, but the whole season, the situation of the club. I'm going to try to enjoy the summer and see what happens afterwards." His future was then further thrown into doubt after his brother Robert's post on Instagram, when he added, "Working as no one else, helping every round, coming from 2 goals in the last 2 finals, just to be on the pitch for 19 minutes and get thrown under the bus." After interest from the likes of Atletico Madrid, Napoli, Milan, and Bayer Leverkusen, it's since emerged that Garnacho's preference is to remain in the Premier League in a move that will see Man United have to lower their asking price, according to Give Me Sport. The report states that Garnacho is determined to prove himself in English football and prove Amorim wrong in the process, but that facilitating a move to a Premier League rival will end up costing the Red Devils when it comes to how much they can recoup for the 20-year-old. Indeed, Give Me Sport adds that may be forced to lower their £70 million, €82 million /$94 million, valuation down to as low as £40 million, Euro 47 M /$54 million, which is £10 million less than Team Talk transfer insider Rudy Galletti previously confirmed they would be willing to accept. Which Premier League clubs are chasing Garnacho? The likes of Chelsea and Aston Villa have previously been reported as holding an interest in Garnacho, while Arsenal were mentioned early in the chase for his signature after it emerged his future was in doubt. As Team Talk have previously reported, Chelsea boss Enzo Maresca is a big fan of Garnacho's, although the Stamford Bridge outfit's chase for Dortmund star Jamie Gittins could ultimately end up scuppering a switch to West London. Arsenal's interest is believed to be more of a passing one as they weigh up the possibility of playing Garnacho on the left of their attack, with Bukayo Saka a nailed-down starter on the right. Meanwhile, Villa are understood to be weighing up another raid on Man United after experiencing success with their Marcus Rashford loan in the second half of last season. Indeed, Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that a move to an English rival is on for Garnacho, stating on X recently, "Alejandro Garnacho's priority is to stay in Premier League while he's set to leave Man United this summer." Despite Bayer Leverkusen interest and Ten Hag's appreciation, the deal looks complicated and Premier League is the player's first choice. Garnacho joined United as a 16-year-old from Atletico Madrid and quickly broke through into the first team, scoring important goals for Ten Hag's Red Devils and becoming a permanent fixture in the side by 2023. However, the winger's Old Trafford career has quickly turned sour under Amorim, who favored the likes of Amad Diallo and Mason Mount over the Argentine as the 24/25 campaign drew to a close. It now just remains to be seen whether any of the clubs named above are willing to fork out United's lower asking price for Garnacho in the remainder of the summer window. Morgan Rogers' £50 million transfer reality as Arsenal handed another Gyökeres twist. The latest Arsenal transfer news as Mikel Arteta looks to bolster his squad ahead of another title-challenging season. Aston Villa's Morgan Rogers has been linked with a move to Arsenal. Hello everyone, I bring you football updates on this channel. Comment the team you support, so I can share news about it. I hope you've subscribed. Thank you for watching. Arsenal remain active in the summer transfer market as Mikel Arteta continues his pursuit of a new striker, and possibly more. After reportedly agreeing terms with Benjamin Sesko, fresh claims via the Transfers podcast suggest the RB Leipzig forward now wants a release clause written into his Arsenal contract. Talks are progressing, but nothing is final just yet. Meanwhile, Victor Gyökeres remains linked with a move to the Emirates. Despite the momentum around Sesko, Arsenal appear to be keeping their options open, and they're not limiting themselves to a striker, either. Several wingers remain on the radar, including Aston Villa's Morgan Rogers. Morgan Rogers' latest. Arsenal are reportedly monitoring Morgan Rogers as Aston Villa face financial pressure linked to the Premier League's profit and sustainability rules, PSR. According to Football Transfers, the Gunners could test Villa's resolve with a £50 million bid for the 22-year-old forward, a move that might be difficult to turn down as the Midlands club scrambles for additional funds. Villa are reportedly even considering selling the naming rights to Villa Park as they work to stay compliant with PSR. In preparation for possible outgoings, Unai Emery's side are said to be monitoring Crystal Palace star Eberechi. Brighton make Harvey Elliott their top target. Seagulls consider £40 million swoop to sign Liverpool ace who is desperate for more first-team football. Harvey Elliott has emerged as a transfer target for Brighton and Hove Albion as the 22-year-old made apart Premier League champions Liverpool. Brighton are interested in £40 million Elliott. He has played a bit-part role under Arne Slot. Seagulls could offer Elliott more first-team football. What happened? Brighton have identified England U21 midfielder as a top target according to The Sun, and feel that they can tempt Elliott with a £40 million move to the Amex Stadium with the offer of a starring role to play in the Seagulls' attractive brand of football. Fabian Herzler's side reportedly believe that Elliott can take them to a new level, be that from a central role or out wide. The bigger picture. Elliott is a boyhood Liverpool fan, but has spoken out previously about his desire to play more regular first-team football, though he previously hoped that would be at Anfield. With the recent arrival of Florian Wirtz, Elliott is likely to fall further down the Reds' pecking order and may reluctantly decide that his best option is to move and kickstart his career elsewhere. Nottingham Forest have also been reported to hold an interest, but it is thought that Elliott would prefer a move to Brighton due to their attacking style of play. Did you know? Elliott became the youngest ever player to start a game for Liverpool at the time back in September 2019, aged 16 years and 174 days. Having joined the Reds from Fulham in a high-profile transfer for such a young player that summer, Elliott was touted for big things and saw his influence within the squad gradually increase under Jurgen Klopp. He has made 147 appearances for Liverpool in all competitions, but just 28 in 2024-25 after 53 the previous season. What next for Elliott and Brighton? Elliott has a big decision to make this summer about where his long-term future lies, particularly with the 2026 World Cup on the horizon as he aims to force himself into Thomas Tuchel's plans. Brighton may have to deal with the departure of João Pedro this summer, and will be hoping, as ever, to find their next young gems in the transfer market. Martin Zubimendi and Benjamin Sesko Arsenal transfer announcement timeline revealed. The latest Arsenal transfer news with moves for Martin Zubimendi and Benjamin Sesko unlikely to be sanctioned for another 10 days. Arsenal are waiting until July before advancing a deal for Benjamin Sesko. Arsenal appear unlikely to confirm any new summer signings until July has arrived for two key reasons. In the meantime, other Premier League sides have spent the last few weeks actively working on deals, with title rivals Liverpool and Manchester City agreeing 3 deals each. Ryan Cherky, Tijani Reinders and Ryan Ai Nori have joined the latter, while the champions have officially announced Jeremy Frimpong and Florian Wirtz. A deal for Bournemouth's Milos Kerkez has also been agreed. The Gunners, while not sanctioning any marquee deals, have not been left behind completely, however, with Martin Zubimendi set to join from Real Sociedad. That proposal actually reached the advanced stages back in February, but the final details have only just been resolved. Kepa Arrizabalaga also looks set to join for just £5 million, which is the release clause in his Chelsea contract, with signing a backup goalkeeper one of Mikel Arteta's summer aims. Zubimendi also had a release clause in his Real Sociedad contract, but Arsenal have opted to pay up to £55 million, €65 million, through installments as opposed to paying £51 million in full, as those funds would have first gone to La Liga before being released to Real Sociedad. The Spanish club also made a request in negotiations for the deal not to be ratified until July due to accounting reasons, with that suggesting his switch may not be officially announced for another 10 days.